It's Gucci YouTube. It's your boy Black Gucci. Got 3 long face, skinny body. Yes, sir. We back, still black, with some more fire Boruto anime manga content. Now, before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Smash the like button, run them numbers up. Share the video with your friends, and let's get to the business. Yes, sir. Ski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make 1 world. 1,000 worlds make 1 chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Okay, I had to come in and step into this this field of topic, this field of discussion, just to add my little 2 cents and dip, because I see a lot of misconfiguration. I don't know if that's the proper word, but we're gonna roll with that. A lot of misconstrued ideas and thoughts about what we've seen previously in Boruto chapter 75. So now, aside from all of the big hitters, all of the big things that went down this chapter, we're gonna focus, I don't want to say on something petty, but on one of the smaller yet still grand scheme, like, oh shit, a lot of people are talking about aspects that happened in the chapter. And that was MoMoshiki's dialogue, particularly towards Boruto, when he says, don't let Kawaki find out about it because he wouldn't want to fight him again. Now, a lot of people automatically took that line and ran with it. This nigga Kawaki's body and Borushiki body and Karma 2 Boruto body and MoMoshiki controlling Boruto body and Dodora Shiki, any type of Shiki that has to do with this nigga Boruto Uzumaki. They was like, yeah, this nigga Kawaki got it, right? If your name's not Unlimited, Code, or Damon, like, don't speak to this man because you ain't gonna have no type of business doing in his vicinity when it comes to the realm of powers and abilities. So I like to jog people's memories back to when we see Borushiki versus Kawashiki. Aside from the fact that not only did Momoshiki have to take into consideration of the fact that just came from fighting Boruto, just came from fighting in 2 different fights versus this nigga Code, and not only that, he just came from trying to body this nigga Naruto. This nigga Momoshiki was also fighting Boruto himself. Now, this is not going to be a rant video of defending Momoshiki, of why I don't think, oh, Kawaki's stronger than Momoshiki, shit like that. No, this is just me presenting like what the fuck was presented to us. This is just me laying that shit out there, right? So this guy Momoshiki had to constantly deal with Boruto waking up, or the threat of Boruto waking up in the middle of his battle against Kawaki, while also being aware of this nigga Kawaki throwing these random and new abilities. Mind you, they are Ishiki and Susi's abilities right at this nigga Momoshiki, so being caught off guard at the same time while having to suppress the inner Boruto that was fighting. So Momoshiki was fighting that entire fight distracted, and mind you, that entire fight was still stalemated. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't see Momoshiki winning that fight against Kawaki, and I definitely didn't see Kawaki winning that fight against Momoshiki. The defining moment was when Boruto woke up, regained his consciousness, and allowed Kawaki to kill him off. Now, if we continue that fight as is, and we take away the interference from Boruto versus Momoshiki, taking into consideration Momoshiki's calm demeanor through that entire fight and Kawaki's urgency and, you know, willingness to kill Boruto throughout that fight, it's safe to say, like, it's like we're gonna automatically take it away, because all niggas did when it was Naruto versus Sasuke in the Final Valley Part 2. Sasuke was fighting with the intent to kill, Naruto was holding back. So now where's that exact same argument right here, where we see obviously this nigga Kawaki has the intent to kill this nigga Momoshiki, the intent to end this man Boruto's life, whole existence, while this nigga Momoshiki, I wouldn't call it holding back, but he was definitely trying to, he was held back. He wasn't holding himself back, but he was held back. You feel me? Trying to suppress this nigga Boruto and gauging the entire situation at the same time. When we see this nigga fight against Boro, when we see this nigga fight against Code, I'm talking about Momoshiki controlling Boruto's body, you see the extent and the amount of damage he's able to cause. Now, when he pops up against Kawaki, it was more on like they were matching in terms of speed. When you bring in power, I don't know, maybe you can kind of give that to Kawaki, because in a sense, the base of Ishiki's karma and Ishiki's power is stronger than the base of Momoshiki karma and Momoshiki's power. But when we see that face off, it's like they're not blitzing each other. No one's getting the upper hand doing this, so I'm gonna have to try to counteract with this. Oh, I gotta dodge the cues. Oh, I have to do this and shit like that. It wasn't really a one-sided battle at all. So I don't know where people got that. Now, when Momoshiki says to Boruto he doesn't want to end up having to fight Kawaki again, it's clear as to why. Because not only, A, is this nigga Kawaki willing to kill this nigga Momoshiki, regardless if he's Momoshiki himself or Momoshiki in Boruto's body, he understands how far this nigga Kawaki is willing to go. But also, two, the fact that right now, nobody else poses a threat. Aside from, we're excluding motherfucking Damon, right? But nobody poses a threat to Momoshiki, let alone to Boruto. Boruto. If we want to just count true essence Boruto, nobody poses a threat. Now, if we want to talk about Naruto, Sasuke, I don't know. I want to start talking about like experiences rather than power when it comes to that. Because Naruto and Sasuke got mad fighting experience, and I'm pretty sure they can figure out a way to get the one hand. But nobody is challenging Boruto. So the only person that can do so is Kawaki, and it's already been stated that no one can challenge Kawaki right now. Now, when we say that, we also have to still look, okay, but when we see MoMoshiki fight against Kawaki, it was pretty even to me. So they're just not including this nigga MoMoshiki, obviously, because that's a part of the equation that they are trying to subtract. They're trying to get rid of. So no one's going to obviously include that into the equation. And plus, having an incentive as MoMoshiki being the backup to fight against a possible threat in Kawaki wouldn't be very smart incentive, because then MoMoshiki would just clearly take advantage of that situation. But MoMoshiki clearly understands the person who can kill this man Boruto right now is only that man Kawaki, which is right there. So in a sense of taking an extra precaution, not necessarily in a sense like, oh shit, if we fight Kawaki, we're gonna lose. But no, in the precaution, in the case like, if we fight Kawaki, first of all, your ass might do some dumb shit like you did last time and allowing him to kill me just in case I decide to take over your body. And then second of all, when he ended up fighting Kawaki, he realized this nigga got crazy strong. And not only did he get crazy strong, but he has the potential to get stronger. And it's constantly been stated throughout the chapters by Amado, by Shikamaru, and even by Naruto. So now Momoshiki's looking at it as, I already fought this nigga once and we stalemated, even though there was a couple of things you had to put into the equation in terms of Kawaki just getting his power, Momoshiki being held back. But the mere fact that not only just is Boruto growing with his power with Momoshiki, but this nigga Kawaki is growing at an extraordinary rate and using Ishiki's powers and his divine jutsu abilities. Momoshiki understands that this nigga is a threat. Now, when Momoshiki was fighting Sasuke and he popped up and he did Sasuke's Rinnegan poke, after Sasuke lost all of that, he didn't have the ability to use his Rinnegan, to use any of that extra chakra or jutsu that the eye gave him. Yet, this nigga Momoshiki still looked at the situation and still looked at Sasuke and said, I need to be careful around that man. So it's just that ever since this nigga Momoshiki ended up dying, ended up giving this man Boruto his karma seal, I feel like he's looked back at his fight against Naruto and Sasuke and his multiple fights and skerfuffles against this nigga Sasuke, and understand that he needs to pick up a thing or two when it comes to learning from this ninja society. We see so many callbacks to, you know, a ninja must see the hidden meaning behind the hidden meaning. And as we see Momoshiki's character progress throughout the story, every time he's popping up, we see he's taking precautions every time, you know, he's learning from his mistakes and he's basically correcting them. So in a sense, it's like he's not trying to be rash. He's not just trying to jump into some type of beef with Kawaki. And the mere fact of Kawaki randomly finding out, oh, Momoshiki is still lingering around Boruto, Momoshiki is this much intertwined with Boruto, that's not gonna bid well for this nigga Kawaki in terms of him finding out that. So Momoshiki realizes that, and he understands the threat of the potential that Boruto and Kawaki can pose to him, because it's not like he's saying like, yeah, I'm scared of this nigga Kawaki. But nah, bro, he already knows what the fuck both Kawaki and Boruto ended up doing to him last time he had to end up fighting this nigga Kawaki. Let me know y'all thoughts below though. Are y'all still on that whole shit? Well, nah, man, fuck that. This nigga Kawaki's gonna body this man Momoshiki. If so, show me the proof, because there's nothing in the manga that has justified that whatsoever. If we're going by hearsay saying like, okay, Shikamaru saying no one in the village, they're not referring to Momoshiki whenever they're talking about Kawaki's power. And we've seen when Boruto and being controlled by Momoshiki fought Kawaki, it was a very much stalemate, just to my eyes, unless I'm just seeing make-believe shit. But let me know your thoughts below. Let me know your comment section below. Share the video with your friends. And until my next video, holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out. Yes, sir. Ski.
We take a trip to the sky. Show them that our limit's too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the wristlet. She said